What is up? Welcome to another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs. Once again, I'm Pierre, and this is Jason. And today we are back reviewing another new film that is only playing in theaters, and that film is going to be Jurassic World Dominion. And Jason, I believe you're actually going to take it away. So I say, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yep, I got it. So it is Jurassic World Dominion, which I finally saw just a couple of days ago, a little bit later than a lot of people. But it picks up where Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think was the last one, left off, which I don't remember that movie very well because I didn't really care for that movie all that much. But from what I'm told, it picks up where that one left off. Meaning that the dinosaurs are out and just in the world, and there's a little girl who's a clone that I completely forgot about. I was like, what's going on here? Anyway, I if it isn't obvious right now, I'm not like the biggest Jurassic World fan. Like I love the original Jurassic Park, love it, the Spielberg 1993 original. I didn't care for the Lost World. I didn't care for Jurassic Park 3. I did like the first Jurassic World, but wasn't wild about it. And then like the second one, meh. So I'm not like super invested in this storyline, but there's dinosaurs all over the world, and there's the big news item about this one, which made me kind of excited to see it, is that this one brings back, again, I feel like everything that comes out these days is some kind of let's bring back something less. It's property mining. It's all property mining these days. It's reboots and legacy sequels, legacy prequels, whole series on Disney Plus about characters that we already know what happens to.
That's all, but that's all that sells.
Yeah, it's all there is these days, and there's good ones and bad ones. But this one, what excited me is that they brought back Sam Neill and Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum from the original Jurassic Park. So yeah, I was all in for that, because I love that movie. But I don't know, like, again, I saw it, later than most people, because I just saw it the other day, after probably a solid week of reading reviews on Letterboxd that were, basically implying that it was like the worst movie of all time. And, people on Letterboxd can be very, very passionate, too far one way or the other, it seems like to me. Sure. So let me tell you, this is definitely not one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's not even that bad, but it's not that good really either. It's just kind of right down the middle for me. The first half of it I thought was like not very good. I was like not feeling it. There's a story about the ecology, and long story short, like the villains in this one are locusts, and I didn't think that was that really interesting, really. I don't know. They are giant locusts, but they're not dinosaur big. They're like this big locusts, and again, kind of gross. But I've seen better movies with big bugs in them, So the first half of this movie, I was just not really into it. Also seemed to be kind of riffing on Stranger Things in the way that it's like 3 separate storylines happening in 3 different places, like with different things going on. And then finally, when like all of the storylines converge and the old characters and the new characters come together finally for the last, like, I don't know, 45 minutes, that's when I thought it picked up speed a little bit. Like that's when I thought it started to get a little fun, a little exciting. There are some good special effects. There are some good action scenes. There are some practical effects, which was a pleasant surprise. And yeah, like once it gets to that second half, Sam Neill and Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum each get, some time to shine, I think. Not that I have anything against Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. I like them. But for me, the big news on this one was seeing the original characters back. Did it do everything to the best of its ability? No, not really. Even when, in my opinion, it got a lot better in the second half, it still wasn't anything really that fantastic. So, I don't know. It was it was all right. That's really all I can say. Yeah, I mean, I didn't, I thought it was going to be really bad for the first half, and then like second half kind of rescued it a little bit, but still, it wasn't really necessarily worth the money, I would say. So, what did you think here? I know that wasn't really the most helpful review.
No, it was fine. I mean, the thing about these films, and I think I liked it a little better than you did, but the thing about these films is that they're yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the first one of each series, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I really like both of those quite a great deal. It's the sequels to those entities that I haven't really cared that much about. So I agree with you on that. This one, yeah, I didn't care for the locust element to it. I felt like the story could have been, I mean, I guess that was the tie-in there. I mean, I don't know. I felt like you could have figured out something else to tie all the characters back in other than the locust element. I mean, you got freaking dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need these giant locusts? What, I don't understand what the point of that, bringing that into the story. I mean, people want to see dinosaurs. We don't, we're going there to see the dinosaurs. We're not necessarily caring about locusts. So I felt like that was kind of an off-brand choice for them to bring that element in there. Like, oh, they're giant locusts. So you couldn't have did that with some other dinosaur that was giant, or something. I don't know. You could have did something else. I felt like I don't know. I just felt like they could have used some other element other than the locust. The story itself, like, I kind of agree with you for the most part that it's not really that. It's not wholly interesting until all, because you're pretty much watching the movie, but it's the same with Stranger Things. You're pretty much watching the movie waiting for everybody to get together. I mean, that's really what you are waiting for. And I feel like Stranger Things is kind of that same reflection. It's just more interesting storylines in the Stranger Things. But I mean, let's be honest, we're all waiting for 11 and everybody to get back together and, fight the monsters. Same thing here. You're waiting for everybody to get together and fight whoever the bad guy is, or whoever the dinosaur they want to get rid of is, and that sort of stuff. So
yeah, the first half almost felt like a James Bond movie or like an espionage movie or something.
Yeah, because they're like going through they're in like some weird place where they're like running and they're on motorcycles and they're fighting bad guys. They're also running from dinosaurs and they're doing all this stuff and
and there's like some lady that's like really supposed to be like a really scary like assassin or something, and then you just never see her again.
I mean, it's not a spoiler, but yeah, it was weird because like I expected, like they made it like she was gonna be like this real like badass lady, and then like she pretty much just like gives herself up, and then you never see her again. Just like that was it for that character. I thought she was gonna be like the major villain in there, but I don't know. But like I said, I mean, I feel like the story with the dinosaurs, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully is coming to an end, because I don't know what more you can do to the story. I mean, you're going to keep, what are you going to make another bigger dinosaur? You know what I mean? I mean, I just feel like they just keep continuously, trying to stretch out as much as they can and turn a buck, basically, is what I feel like. And like I said, I overall I like this film, but it did have that feeling like, please be the last one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just like, how much can we milk this for? All it's worth. Because like I said, I mean, I felt like the dinosaurs were almost a background element to the locusts in this film in a lot of ways. So because I mean, that was almost the whole point of going to like this research lab and stuff like that. Was to find out about these locusts that are giant, because and it's like, why do we need this? Why
there was this part where it's like, like it's, Sam Neill and Laura Dern, and they're just like in head to toe, like hazmat suits, like, like playing with locusts. And it's just like, like, really, we got Sam Neill and Laura Dern back to be in hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Toying around with locusts. It's just like, come on.
In a dinosaur film.
Yeah. I mean, again, like it gets a little more exciting, gives them better stuff to do in the second half of the movie. But at that point, like,
and then Jeff Goldblum for the first part is just like some,
like a cameo.
Yeah, like a cameo for like the first part of the film. He's just like some guy that works at this research facility that just does lectures. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is the best use of bringing back Jeff Goldblum, But I mean, they do give him a little bit more stretched out, fleshed out role towards the latter part. But yeah, I don't know.
Pretty good badass moment. He gets a pretty good badass moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Later on. Yeah.
But yeah. Outside of that, yeah, it was, like I said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about Jurassic World Dominion? Absolutely not. Okay, cool.
Nope.
All right. Well, overall grade and face you would give this one then.
Once again, it was like right down the middle for me. The rating did go up as I watched it though. So, but it leveled out at a 2.5 out of 5. So C. So just kind of, not really good, not really bad, just kind of there. But cool. I will say, I don't know. In hindsight, a couple of days later, I almost want to give it like a C+. You know what I mean? Because again, maybe just to counteract all the Letterboxd half-star reviews, that it's just like, come on, give me a break, really. Letterboxd.
Yeah.
At least give everything 5 stars, like me.
Yeah, I know, right? I need to give everything 5 stars. That's right. I'm a little bit higher than you on this one. I did give this one a 3 out of 5 on this one. Like I said, it's a popcorn film. Is it one that I'm probably gonna watch again? Probably not. But if it came on TV, I mean, I probably may not change the channel unless there's something better on. But it's not a bad film. It's got enough suspense and enough thrills that keeps me entertained. Like I said, it did feel like kind of like a James Bond Mission Impossible type film at some point.
But not a good one, And I don't really like another thing like the clone girl thing. It's just not.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like her character was even that necessary. I mean, another thing that would detracted away from the dinosaurs. I'm like, is it? It was more about the clone girl and more about the locusts. I felt like in a lot of ways than it was about the dinosaurs. I mean, obviously the dinosaurs are in the movie throughout, and they're doing their thing, but it just felt more like they had all these additional elements and storylines that they threw in there that I didn't think it was necessary, but I didn't hate it. Like I said, I had a decent enough time. Like I said, it's a decent popcorn flick, and if you're there just to, I was never bored necessarily, and it wasn't. It's a little long, but it's it wasn't crazy long. So I said, overall, I just gave it a 3 out of 5 and left it at that. So it's just not a big smile, but just kind of a small smile, like a. So, but like I said, it wasn't terrible. So, but cool. Well, let us know down in the comments. Have you seen Jurassic World Dominion? Did you like it? Did you not like it? As always, if you like the channel, we ask that you like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification, and we'll be back again soon with another show for you guys. We thank you for watching and hope you have a great day.